Welcome to beautiful downtown Calgary, Alberta, Canada. You can see it snowing briskly outside. We had to go out and buy boots this morning to be able to walk through it all. Anyway, this is an intro to my new stock talking podcast, Adrian Talks Stocks. I hope you enjoy the podcast and leave lots of comments.
Good evening. This is Adrian Abshar talking about stocks tonight. Basically, the market is kind of in a sideways movement for the last couple of weeks. We look at this. We've been kind of tracking along here. It's been going up and down, which for most of the year it's been going up. We've managed to have a slight turn down throughout here, and you can see where the market turned up around about the middle of the month, and started looking a little better, and has been steadily going up ever since. This is the S&P 500 mini index futures. It's basically the same thing as buying the S&P 500 stocks, except that it's a smaller portion. Instead of having to buy 100 of a full S&P future, which at this point is, let's see, if we go to SPX, we can see here the regular index is at 1320, 3241 is what it ended up today. And the S&P mini index futures are basically a futures contract that it shows 1327.75, but it costs much less to buy this because you're buying basically 1/100th of that full stock. So to buy one of these would cost you $13.27 basically, and so you can buy a whole lot more stock, and you can use a lot of leverage in there, which is not necessarily a good thing to do, but you can do that if you want, and lever yourself up and do some damage to your account if you're not really careful. I prefer not leveraging up and seeing what I get. This has got a pretty good pattern going on here. Let me go to a 15-minute chart. You can see it a little closer. This has got a pretty nice channel through here where it's been coming along. If I can get my program to work here. See, we've got a channel. Probably right through there is a pretty good location for it. Bring this all the way up to the top of the channel. You can see basically we were at a high here during the middle of the day on our channel, the middle channel line anyway, came down and then bounced back up towards the end of the day. And this, what you're looking at, is the minis. I don't know if you know this or not, but the index futures are basically a continuous chart, runs 24 hours a day. It'll stop sometime later tonight, and then it will pick up on Sunday afternoon and continue on. They do take a break eventually. If I extend this to the left and zoom back out here, we can basically look at all these different time periods and see what's going on here. We can start here. We can also use a Fibonacci analysis, say it correctly. Let's use a Fibonacci retracement. That shows us not a whole lot. Nope, that won't work. Let's go back out here. Let's go to a weekly. Get rid of all this stuff. And see what we get here. We can start at the low of the year here. Go up. Let's do a time Fibonacci extension. Basically this, you can set it to go up as much as you want. Kind of trace it along here. It looks like we're at a pretty significant level here. 1343. I would say the market, 1350 has been even way back over on this side, 1350 has been a trend line that has been established and is pretty well Let's see, what is this? This is 1320, 1450. About 1320 it looks like is the resistance line on the S&P 500 futures. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Just a short, quick overview. And we'll see what happens in the next week. Check with you later. Good night.